Welcome back to our conversation with Boston Mayor Michelle Wu. Mayor, it's been 8 years since the bridge from Quincy to Long Island, which is owned by the city, and which the city used to house and treat hundreds of people with substance abuse problems for years. 8 years since that was closed. That was a big trigger for the problems we're still having to some extent with people congregating at mass and Cass. Now, U.S. Attorney Rachel Rollins has launched an investigation into whether or not the city of Quincy is violating federal law through regulatory impediments to reopening the bridge. Do you believe there's something there?
This is our shared responsibility to get to the root of what has frankly been an exponentially growing crisis around mental health, substance use, and homelessness. And so while the bridge was a big piece of that, across the country, the scale of the opioid crisis has also grown in that time way beyond what anyone could have expected. And so this is a regional challenge that Boston is really bearing a significant part of. We're working with our partners, including in Quincy and all across the region with the state. There is a piece for Long Island to play here, and we need to make sure that we're putting some money into fixing up the facilities and making sure they can stay sound, but we'll need to get the transportation right too.
Are real, legit negotiations continuing with Quincy, or have you hit a wall?
I am one who wants to give every possible space for collaboration, and I will take more responsibility for Boston first to be very clear about the services that we're looking to provide on the island, and then come up with the plan for how we figure out the transportation, which in some ways is a final piece of that. And so we need partnership and funding from the state. We need to have a clear sense of how the Shattuck campus will play into the spectrum of care for the entire region. But we're making progress on all those fronts.
So, Attorney General Maura Healey, running for governor, I know you probably heard about that. She endorsed you when you ran for mayor. Are you endorsing her?
I think technically she did not endorse me, but
really,
it wasn't. You know, I've had a very, very strong working relationship with the Attorney General, and know both of the main Democratic candidates very well. Have incredible admiration and friendship with each of them. I'm excited for the direction that our state is headed in, and want us still to see some tough questions in this part of the race, because now is a chance to really see what the plans are that the candidates have to offer. But we'll be in a good place with a Democratic woman governor starting next year.
Will we see you endorse in the end or not?
I'm not sure at this point. I have a lot on my plate as mayor.
Yes, I noticed that.
And so we need a strong partner at the state level, both from the legislative side as well as in the executive side. So this will be something that I'm very invested in as well. Well,
we're going to conclude with the fun part of the interview.
All of that's been fun so far.
Oh, yes. You're so polite. I appreciate it. Do you still intend to keep wasting money trying to make Boston City Hall bearable, let alone attractive, when it's clear the only solution is to move out and take the wrecking ball to that hideous abomination?
It is a beautiful, stunning representation of what it means to be closely connected to the people. Okay, I won't launch into my soapbox about the architecture, but every facet of the building's architecture is transparent. You don't see wires and hidden ceilings. You can see all the way up to the top, the skylights, the spaces where important civic decisions are made. So we are actually in the midst of finalizing renovations for City Hall Plaza. I think there have been some choices that have made it feel less welcoming, and so please reserve your judgment until August later this year, when you will see how it all comes together.
I don't think there's any reserving my judgment about that mausoleum, Mayor, but we can agree to disagree on that, and really appreciate you coming by. Looking forward to making it a regular habit. Thanks very much.
Thanks for having me.